You know that feeling that you can do so much more in life. You are trying to find some purpose and meaning, or you found your purpose, but you're not doing anything to fulfill it, to achieve it. You're trying to find something to feel complete, but you're not actually sure what it is. It is probably self-actualization you're striving for, and this video is for you. In this video, I will help you understand self-actualization, the psychology, neuroscience, and philosophy behind it. I will talk about some specific characteristics of self-actualization, and I will provide some specific actionable steps you can do to build those characteristics and achieve your full potential that you are capable to achieve. And also you will find out where is that connection between anxiety and self-actualization. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Sanya. I am psychologist and master psychology professor. And on this channel, I share some science-based information that help us find self-clarity, understand ourselves in a more profound way, because that's the only way we can work on self-growth, personal development, habit building, and in generally improve our lives and our overall well-being. If you achieve self-actualization, you will experience numerous benefits: increased self-awareness, improved problem-solving skills, greater creativity and spontaneity, heightened sense of purpose and meaning in life, improved relationships with others, greater inner peace and contentment, increased confidence and self-esteem, greater ability to cope with stress and adversity. Many researchers, scientists, and thinkers have explored the topic of self-actualization, attempting to understand what it is and how it can be achieved. In simple words, it is the process of realizing your full potential, achieving personal growth, and finding fulfillment in life. But it's not that simple. It's a multifaceted concept that has been studied by numerous prominent researchers in the field of psychology, neuroscience, and psychiatry, and each of these researchers provide us with specific insights on how self-actualization works, what it entails, and how we can achieve it. And now let's see how they define self-actualization. Carl Rogers, psychologist, described self-actualization as the process of becoming a person that is increasingly autonomous, self-directed, and self-regulated. Rogers believed that individuals can achieve self-actualization through a process of self-discovery and self-awareness. Rollo May, a psychiatrist, believed that self-actualization is the individual's full realization of his or her unique potential and the actualization of his or her authentic self. Erich Fromm, a psychoanalyst, defined self-actualization as the realization of one's own potentialities and the ability to be a productive and contributing member of society. Carl Jung, a psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, described self-actualization as the process of individuation, which involves the integration of the conscious and unconscious aspects of the personality. Viktor Frankl, a neurologist and psychiatrist, defined it as the pursuit of meaning and purpose in life and the realization of one's values and goals. The concept of self-actualization was initially introduced by the neurologist Kurt Goldstein during the early half of the 20th century. Goldstein believed that self-actualization is the ultimate goal of all organisms, and that every behavior and drive is a manifestation of this overreaching motivation. It was later popularized by the eminent American psychologist you probably heard of, Abraham Maslow. Maslow defined self-actualization as full and effective use of talents, ability, and potentialities. Let's take a moment to see how he explained the essence of self-actualization in just few sentences of his book, Motivation and Personality. When I read that paragraph from his book, that we must be what we are to be in peace with ourselves, my brain connected that with the possibility that the lack of self-actualization is a reason for anxiety. How I understand this is that the lack of self-actualization, when we know and recognize our talents or even feel that there is something more we can do, that we have a potential, we can perform those actions to realize our full potential, to simply develop our talents and live in the alignment with them, but we are not doing anything about it, then the anxiety occurs as a sign, as something that pushes us, trying to tell us that we must stand up and do something about it, to start walking toward our self-actualization journey. Of course, if we exclude all the other well-known signs of anxiety and the reasons behind anxiety. So if you don't have any specific symptoms and any specific reasons for anxiety, you're not able to understand why it's happening, maybe it could be your anxiety is acting like a sign to show you and notify you, alert you to do something about your possibilities. If you searched about self-actualization on the internet, you probably immediately saw the name Abraham Maslow. He is undoubtedly one of the well-known figures when we speak about self-actualization. And one of the most notable his achievements is for sure the pyramid or the hierarchy of needs that I will explain in a few seconds. Because once we understand this pyramid of needs, we are able to completely understand ourselves, to understand our needs, our actions, our behavior, our emotions. And I think this is one of the most important things if we want to live an intentional life, not on some automatic autopilot, but intentional life, and build habits, routines, arrange our life and manage our life the way we want. At the base of this pyramid are physiological needs such as breathing, water, food, shelter, clothing, and sleep. Moving up to this pyramid, we find safety and security needs such as health, employment, property, family, and social ability. Then love and belonging, which include friendships, family, intimacy, and sense of connection. Next, self-esteem, such as confidence, achievement, respect of others, the need to be a unique individual. And finally, self-actualization that includes morality, creativity, spontaneity, acceptance, experience, purpose, meaning, and inner potential. One of the interesting facts is that if you are in the period of your life where you are thinking about self-actualization, or you are specifically focused on performing some actions to achieve self-actualization, that means that you are a very, very lucky person, because Maslow believed that self-actualization is a natural human tendency, but that it occurs only when the lower needs on this pyramid are achieved. Neuroscience, with its intricate exploration of the brain's architecture and function, is really important to understand many things, but also self-actualization. And the two main concepts we are going to talk about now are neuroplasticity and the DMN, default mode network. Neuroplasticity. The concept of neuroplasticity is championed by neuroscientist Dr. Norman Doidge, challenges the traditional notion that the brain's structure is fixed and immutable. Instead, neuroplasticity points that the brain is remarkably adaptable, capable of rewiring itself throughout life in response to experiences, learning, and environmental stimuli. At the core of neuroplasticity is the ability of our neurons to form new connections, reorganize existing ones, and even alert their function. This dynamic process enables the brain to adapt to changing circumstances, learn new skills, and recover from injuries. In the context of self-actualization, neuroplasticity underscores the brain's capacity for growth and transformation, highlighting that people can actively shape their neural pathways through intentional practices and experiences. Default mode network. The discovery of the default mode network by Dr. Marcus Reichel has brought attention to the brain's internal network that becomes highly active during periods of rest and introspection. The DMN is a collection of brain regions that exhibit synchronized activity when the mind is not focused on the external environment. Instead, it engages in internal processes such as daydreaming, self-reflection, and contemplating personal experiences. So in the context of self-actualization, the DMN plays an important role in fostering introspective and reflective processes. It is during these moments of internal focus that individuals can gain insights into their values, aspirations, and the alignment of their actions with their authentic selves. The DMN therefore serves us as the neural foundation for self-awareness and the contemplative aspects of self-actualization journey. Philosophers have also explored the self-actualization concept. Aristotle believed that self-actualization is achieved by living a life in accordance with our virtues. He believed that people who live a virtuous life are more likely to achieve personal growth and fulfillment. According to some philosophers, including Jean-Paul Sartre, the ultimate goal of human experience is to achieve self-actualization. However, unlike Maslow's theory, which states that self-actualization is attained by fulfilling certain needs, Sartre believed that individuals must create their own identity and values to reach this state. This process involves making choices that are not influenced by external factors, but rather by one's own free will and personal beliefs. By doing so, individuals can attain a sense of purpose and meaning in their lives and ultimately reach their full potential as human beings. The first misconception about self-actualization is that it is some destination or some end point that can be reached and then maintained. But in reality, it's the ongoing process that involves continuous self-exploration and personal growth. The second misconception about self-actualization is that it is for some specific individuals, people with some specific talents and skills. But it's not. Self-actualization is a tendency and a need that we all have, and it's a potential for any person in the world. And the third misconception that is really important is that self-actualization is the individualistic pursuit that completely ignores the social connections and relationships, which is really not the truth. Many researchers show that we are not able to be happy and to feel complete fulfillment if we isolate ourselves and if we are completely only self-centered, if we ignore our social connections and if we don't build a good relationships with people we care about. Because self-actualization is tendency to find a purpose and meaning that often includes contributing to the other people's well-being and forming those deep and meaningful connections with them. Self-actualization, self-esteem, and self-confidence are often used interchangeably, but they have different meanings. Self-actualization is the process of realizing your full potential and achieving personal growth and fulfillment. Self-esteem refers to your overall evaluation of your worth and value as a person. And self-confidence is your belief in your abilities and skills to achieve your goals. While self-actualization focuses on personal growth and fulfillment, self-esteem and self-confidence are more focused on your perception of yourself and your abilities. Acceptance of reality and lack of prejudice. Achieving acceptance of reality and lack of prejudice requires an open mind and willingness to learn about different perspectives. Try to expose yourself to new cultures, people, and ideas. Challenge your own biases and beliefs by seeking out diverse viewpoints. Practice empathy and understand towards others. Spontaneity and creativity. To cultivate spontaneity and creativity, try new things and engage in activities that challenge you. Allow yourself to experiment and take some risks. Don't be afraid to make mistakes or fail. Creativity can be nurtured by engaging in activities like writing, drawing, painting, cooking, or playing an instrument. Problem-solving skills and autonomy. Developing problem-solving skills and autonomy requires a mindset that values independence and self-reliance. Learn to trust yourself and your abilities. Practice making decisions and taking responsibility for your actions. Work on developing a growth mindset and learn to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. 4. Comfort with solitude and independence. To become comfortable with solitude and independence, practice spending time alone and engaging in activities that you enjoy solo. Develop hobbies or interests that bring you joy and purpose. Learn to appreciate the value of alone time and recharge your batteries. Focus on personal growth and development. Focusing on personal growth and development requires self-reflection and willingness to learn and grow. Set goals for yourself and work towards achieving them. Seek out opportunities for learning and self-improvement. Practice mindfulness and self-awareness. 6. Strong ethics and values. Cultivating strong ethics and values requires a clear sense of what is important to you and what you stand for. Take time to define your values and beliefs. Live your life in alignment with these values. Practice integrity, honesty, and empathy toward others. Ability to appreciate the simple things in life. To appreciate the simple things in life, practice gratitude and mindfulness. Focus on the present moment and find joy in small pleasures like a beautiful sunset or a cup of coffee. Learn to slow down and be present in the moment. Positive outlook towards life. Developing a positive outlook towards life requires a mindset that focuses on the positive aspects of life. Practice gratitude and mindfulness. Learn to reframe negative thoughts and find the silver lining in difficult situations. And of course, surround yourself with positive people. Desire to help others and make positive impact. To develop a desire to help others and make a positive impact, practice empathy and compassion. Seek out opportunities to volunteer or give back to your community. Find ways to make a positive impact on the world around you. Deep and meaningful relationships. Cultivating deep and meaningful relationships requires a commitment to building and maintaining connections with others. Practice active listening and empathy towards others. Seek out people who share your values and interests. Value the relationships in your life and invest time and effort into nurturing them. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you will stay to go on this self-actualization journey with me and journey to find self-clarity and improve our lives. I would like to hear from you your thoughts and ideas on self-actualization, or maybe your struggles, or if you have any questions, just write in the comments below and I will be happy to answer. And also, if you have some wishes, what you would like me to talk about in the next videos, just write me. I'll talk to you very, very soon.